Let's now create a template that will be responsible for displaying pages. So right now pages are falling back to index.php. So let's now go and create a file called page.php. So page.php will be responsible for displaying single pages. It's kind of like a single.php for posts. So in single.php we get some options from the custom fields, remember? And that will be responsible for the layout of the page. But in pages this will be a little bit different. So let's copy this, it will be kind of similar. But let's now remove these options. And let's also remove this. And we don't have to use the option here, so let's make it 8. And also for the sidebar, let's always display it. So of course here you can check is active sidebar and change the layout depending on whether the sidebar is active or not. But let's just keep it simple for now. We'll assume that the sidebar is always active. So what we need to change here is the get template path, loop and single. This will go to loop dash single, which is here, and it will display a lot of information that only concerns the post. We don't need all that. So let's create a separate template path for the page. So let's say loop page, and let's create loop dash page here. And let's actually also copy this, and we'll see what we need and what we don't need here. So we don't need the author info, we don't need the post navigation, we do need the comments. Pages can also have comments. We also need the content, but we need to create another template part for the page content. So right now it's post and content, so it will go to template parts, post and content. And here we will have a lot of information. We don't need all of that information in a page. So let's create a new folder in the template parts and call it page, and inside of it let's create a new file, content, and that will be the content for the page. So here in the loop dash page we'll change this to page, and let's start filling this content.php. So we'll also need an article tag. Let's copy it from here instead of typing. We will however have to change the c-post class here and make it page. So what we want to display in a page is just the title and the content. So let's open a header tag with a class of c-page _ header, and this will contain the title of the page. So in an h1 tag with a class of dash page _ title, and we'll just display the title. We don't need any arguments here. And then we'll have another div with a class c-page _ content, and inside of this one we will just display the content. We also don't need any arguments here. So let's save now and see our page. And as you can see, we have the page title and the content, and we also have the sidebar. So let's say we need to do something like what we did for the single.php. In the single.php we had some custom fields that will decide the layout of the single blog post, right? So here in the backend, when we create a post or edit a post, we will have these fields. In pages we can also add custom fields the same way like we did for the posts. However, there is a default functionality in WordPress called page templates. So using page templates we can have multiple templates for pages without having to create custom fields and then getting the field value here. It will be much easier than that. So let's see how to do that in the next lecture.